Your life is the greatest investment you will ever make. Every thought you think, every word you speak, and every relationship you build shapes the reality you experience. Yet, so many give themselves away to the wrong people. Those who do not see their value, who drain rather than inspire, who anchor them in limitation rather than lift them into possibility. What you hold in consciousness manifests in your world, and the company you keep reflects your inner state. If you surround yourself with those who belittle your dreams, mock your ambitions, or live in fear and doubt, you will find yourself molded by their smallness. You must ask yourself, are the people in your life reflections of your highest vision, or are they mere echoes of limitation? Your imagination is sacred, your energy is divine, and your destiny is yours alone to shape. Never waste it on those who do not honor it. Do not chase validation from those who cannot see you. Do not lower yourself to fit into circles that diminish your worth. When you invest in the wrong people, you plant seeds in barren soil. But when you align with those who uplift, encourage, and expand your vision, you unlock the infinite power within you. Your world is the outpicturing of your inner state. Choose wisely whom you allow into your mind and heart. Do not fear walking alone, for solitude with a rich imagination is far better than companionship with those who imprison your potential. Walk away from those who dim your light, and soon you will find yourself surrounded by those who illuminate your path. Your life is the sum of every thought you have ever held, every action you have ever taken, and every decision you have ever made. Just as a wise investor carefully selects where to place their wealth, you must be just as deliberate with your energy, time, and emotions. Every moment you spend, every relationship you nurture, and every word you speak is an investment into the reality you are creating. The quality of your life is not determined by external circumstances alone, but by how you choose to direct your inner world. If you squander your energy on those who do not value it, you will find yourself depleted, disconnected, and unfulfilled. But if you invest wisely into the right thoughts, the right people, and the right aspirations, you will reap a life of purpose, fulfillment, and boundless potential. Many people do not recognize the power of their attention. They give it away freely, not realizing that whatever they focus on expands in their experience. They engage in empty conversations, entertain negative influences, and allow unworthy individuals to occupy their mental and emotional space. When you invest your time in the wrong people, you are funding their influence over your life. You are permitting their beliefs, their limitations, and their energy to shape your destiny. Just as an investor would not pour money into a failing business, you must not pour yourself into relationships that drain rather than enrich you. The mind is a garden, and whatever you plant in it will grow, whether weeds of doubt and negativity or flowers of inspiration and abundance. Every person in your life plays a role in shaping your journey, and the ones closest to you hold the most power in influencing your direction. If you surround yourself with individuals who are driven, kind, and visionary, you will absorb their energy and rise to their level. But if you give your time and heart to those who dwell in doubt, pessimism, or complacency, you will find your own ambitions quietly shrinking to match theirs. The people you invest in should be those who inspire you, challenge you to grow, and remind you of your infinite potential. Your relationships should not pull you down, but propel you forward, expanding your mind and elevating your spirit. There is no greater tragedy than wasting yourself on those who do not see your value. Some will take all that you give and offer nothing in return. Others will project their fears onto you, convincing you to abandon your highest aspirations. And still, some will keep you trapped in cycles of stagnation, making you believe that mediocrity is all that is possible. But your life is far too precious to be spent in the company of those who do not appreciate its worth. You were meant for more. And the first step toward greatness is to be mindful of where you invest yourself. When you wake up each day, you have a choice. Where will you direct your energy? Will you pour yourself into relationships that nurture your spirit, or will you waste your time on those who take without giving? Will you invest in thoughts that empower you, or will you allow the voices of negativity to take root in your mind? The way you answer these questions will determine the course of your life. Every decision, no matter how small, is a deposit into the future you are creating. Choose wisely, for your energy, your attention, and your time are the most valuable resources you will ever have. The people you surround yourself with are not random. They are reflections of the thoughts, beliefs, and energy you hold within. Your external world is a mirror of your internal state, and the relationships you attract by the consciousness you dwell in. If you consistently find yourself in the presence of negativity, doubt, or mediocrity, it is not by accident. It is a sign of what you're allowing within your own mind. When you elevate your thinking, shift your self-perception, and demand more from life, you will naturally begin to attract those who reflect that higher state of being. Look closely at the individuals who fill your daily life. Are they encouraging your growth or keeping you stagnant? Do they challenge you to reach greater heights, or do they reinforce old patterns that no longer serve you? Every conversation you engage in, every belief you adopt, and every action you take is influenced by those around you. If you find yourself surrounded by people who complain, make excuses, and dwell in limitations, it is inevitable that their mindset will seep into your own. But if you place yourself in the company of those who think expansively, who believe in possibility, and who strive for greatness, you too will begin to embody those qualities. The truth is, you will never rise above the level of the people you constantly engage with. If you are the most ambitious, intelligent, and driven person in your circle, then you are in the wrong circle. Growth requires challenge, and challenge comes from those who push you to be better, to think bigger, and to act with greater purpose. The right people will expand your vision, while the wrong ones will shrink it. Pay attention to the energy you absorb from your environment, because the subtle influence of those around you will shape your beliefs more than you realize. Changing your company requires inner transformation first. You cannot simply wish to be surrounded by better people while maintaining the same old mindset. You must become the type of person who naturally attracts the company you desire. Elevate your thinking, raise your standards, and refuse to engage in relationships that do not align with your highest self. The moment you do this, you will notice a shift. The wrong people will fall away, and the right ones will appear. This is not magic, but the natural law of resonance. Like attracts like, and your outer world will always match the frequency of your inner world. So, if you seek wisdom, surround yourself with the wise. If you desire success, spend time with those who are successful. If you want love, align with those who love freely and deeply. Your surroundings are not just a reflection of who you are now, but of who you are becoming. Choose your company with the same care you would choose your future, because in many ways, they are one and the same. Your dreams are the seeds of your destiny. Fragile at first, but capable of growing into something magnificent if nurtured with the right environment. The moment you decide to pursue something greater, you will encounter two kinds of people: those who encourage you and those who try to diminish your vision. The latter are dangerous, not because they possess any real power over your future, but because their words, if allowed, can take root in your mind and weaken your belief in yourself. Their skepticism, disguised as concern, their mockery masked as realism, and their doubts, spoken as advice, can slowly chip away at your confidence if you are not careful. The people who belittle your dreams often do so because they themselves have never dared to dream. They see the world through the lens of limitation, and when confronted with someone who envisions more for themselves, they project their own fears and failures onto them. They may call your aspirations unrealistic, your ambitions foolish, and your goals impossible, not because they are, but because they have accepted a life of mediocrity and cannot fathom someone breaking free from it. But understand this: their words do not define your reality unless you accept them as truth. You are not bound by their limitations unless you choose to be. A dream requires protection, just as a young plant needs shelter from the harsh elements before it grows strong enough to stand on its own. If you expose your goals to the wrong people, you risk allowing doubt and negativity to overshadow your belief. Choose carefully whom you share your aspirations with. Surround yourself with those who see the potential in your vision, who uplift and encourage you, who remind you of what is possible rather than what is impossible. The right people will fan the flames of your ambition. The wrong ones will try to extinguish it before it even begins to burn. It is far better to walk alone in pursuit of your dreams than to be accompanied by those who do not believe in them. The journey to greatness is often a lonely one, not because there are no like-minded souls, but because you must first rise above the noise of doubt before you can find them. When you refuse to entertain the voices of limitation, you will naturally align with those who think as you do. People who dream big, who take bold action, and who refuse to settle for anything less than what they desire. And in their company, your dreams will not only be protected, but strengthened. So, pay attention to the words of those around you. Do they build you up or tear you down? Do they challenge you to grow or push you towards self-doubt? Your dreams are too valuable to be left in the hands of those who cannot see their worth. Walk away from anyone who belittles your vision, and you will find yourself surrounded by those who help bring it to life. The moment you seek validation from others, you give them power over your sense of worth. You begin measuring yourself not by the truth of who you are, but by the shifting opinions of those around you. When you need approval to feel valuable, you become a prisoner of external judgment, constantly molding yourself to fit expectations that were never yours to begin with. But the truth is, no one can give you the validation you seek, because real validation does not come from the outside, it comes from within. People's opinions are fleeting, influenced by their own biases, experiences, and limitations. What one person admires, another may criticize. If you build your self-worth on the applause of others, you will find yourself constantly chasing something that is never stable. One day you may be praised and the next ignored or ridiculed. If your confidence is tied to external approval, it will rise and fall like the tide, leaving you in a constant state of uncertainty. But when you stand firm in the knowing of your own worth, no amount of rejection, doubt, or criticism can shake you. Chasing validation often leads to self-betrayal. You start altering your words, your dreams, and even your identity to gain acceptance. You say yes when you want to say no. You shrink yourself so others feel comfortable. You dim your light so you do not outshine those who refuse to grow. But what is the cost? The more you seek validation, the further you drift from your true self. And in the end, even if you gain approval, it is not for the real you, but for the version you created to please others. And that version will always feel empty. The only validation that matters is the one you give yourself. When you know who you are, when you trust your vision, and when you stand firm in your truth, the approval of others becomes irrelevant. You are no longer swayed by whether people agree with you. You do not need applause to feel worthy, and you do not fear criticism, because you understand that the opinions of others do not define your reality, you define it. So stop seeking permission to be who you are. Stop looking for approval to pursue your dreams. Those who truly see you will support you without needing to be convinced, and those who do not were never meant to be part of your journey. The moment you stop chasing validation, you reclaim your power. And when you walk in that power, the world no longer dictates your worth, you do. Your energy is the most valuable resource you possess. It is the life force that fuels your thoughts, shapes your emotions, and determines the reality you experience. Every interaction, every conversation, and every relationship you engage in is an exchange of energy. Yet, many people give theirs away carelessly, spending it on meaningless distractions, draining relationships, and battles that do not serve them. But just as you would not throw your money into the wind, you must be just as discerning with your energy. It is sacred, and it must be protected. Where your energy flows, your life follows. If you invest it in negativity, conflict, or self-doubt, you will find yourself exhausted, uninspired, and disconnected from your true potential. If you give too much of yourself to people who only take and never replenish, you will begin to feel empty, as if you are running on borrowed time. But when you direct your energy toward what truly matters, your growth, your dreams, your peace, you will experience a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. You must choose wisely where you place your energy, because it determines the quality of your existence. Not everyone is worthy of access to you. There are those who thrive on chaos, who drain others to feel full, and who take without gratitude. These people will consume your time, your emotions, and your mental clarity if you allow them. You must recognize when someone is not adding to your life but subtracting from it. Protect your energy as you would protect a sacred space. Set boundaries, walk away from toxic environments, and refuse to engage in anything that dims your light. Your well-being is not something to be sacrificed for the comfort of others. Your energy is the foundation of your manifestations. If you constantly deplete yourself, you will have nothing left to create the life you desire. But when you nurture your inner world, guard your peace, and align with people and experiences that uplift you, you will move through life with a sense of power and clarity. You will attract situations and individuals who match your vibrational state, and your reality will begin to reflect the energy you embody. The more you value your energy, the more life will reward you with experiences that honor it. So be intentional with how you spend your time and whom you allow into your space. Treat your energy as something rare and precious, because it is. When you stop giving it away to what drains you and start investing it into what empowers you, you will discover a level of peace, strength, and fulfillment that cannot be shaken. The world will always try to pull at your energy, but only you decide where it goes. And that choice will shape everything. Your outer world is nothing more than a reflection of your inner state. The circumstances you experience, the people you attract, and the opportunities that come your way are all shaped by the thoughts and beliefs you hold. If your mind is filled with doubt, fear, and limitation, your reality will reflect struggle and obstacles. But if you cultivate thoughts of confidence, abundance, and possibility, your world will shift to mirror that expansion. The conditions of your life do not happen by chance. They are the direct result of the consciousness you maintain. Everything begins in the mind. Before anything manifests in the physical world, it first exists as a thought, an idea, a belief. If you believe you are unworthy, life will confirm that belief by placing you in situations that reinforce it. If you see yourself as powerful and capable, the world will respond in kind, opening doors that align with your self-emotion. Your mind acts as a magnet, attracting people, experiences, and circumstances that match the energy you project. This is why two people can walk through the same world, yet experience it completely differently, because their realities are shaped by the perspectives they carry. Many people believe they must first change their external conditions before they can feel better internally. But this is an illusion. Trying to fix your outer world without first shifting your mindset is like attempting to change your reflection in a mirror without changing yourself. You do not attract what you want, you attract what you are. If you desire love, you must first embody love. If you seek success, you must develop the mindset of success. Your world does not respond to your wishes, it responds to your state of being. This is why it is crucial to guard your thoughts. What you entertain in your mind repeatedly will take root and grow, shaping the life you experience. If you constantly dwell on past failures, disappointments, or limitations, you are programming your mind to expect more of the same. But if you discipline your thoughts, focusing on what is possible, what is abundant, and what is empowering, you will begin to see evidence of those thoughts in your daily life. Your external reality is a living, breathing manifestation of your internal dialogue. If you wish to change your world, do not start with external effort alone. Start by changing the way you think. Cultivate a mindset that aligns with the life you want to live. Speak as if it is already yours. Believe in it as if it is inevitable, and watch as the world reshapes itself to match your belief. The transformation always begins within. There is no loneliness greater than being surrounded by the wrong people. Many cling to toxic relationships out of fear of being alone, not realizing that solitude is not emptiness. It is a space for self-discovery, growth, and renewal. Bad company does not just steal your time, it drains your energy, clouds your mind, and keeps you from evolving into the person you are meant to be. When you choose solitude over the wrong company, you are not isolating yourself. You are preserving your peace and making room for what truly aligns with you. The presence of others is not always a sign of connection. There are those who sit beside you, yet do not understand you. Those who speak to you, yet do not truly hear you. Being in the wrong company can be lonelier than being alone, because in such relationships you are forced to shrink yourself, silence your dreams, and betray your own spirit just to fit in. But solitude, when embraced, allows you to be fully yourself. It gives you the clarity to see what you truly desire, the strength to heal from what no longer serves you, and the space to cultivate the mindset that will shape your future. When you are alone, you hear your own voice more clearly. The distractions fade, the outside opinions grow quiet, and for the first time you can truly listen to yourself. It is in solitude that ideas are born, dreams are nurtured, and self-awareness deepens. Many fear solitude because it forces them to face themselves. But this is where transformation happens. When you sit with yourself without the noise of the world, you begin to understand your worth. Not as defined by others, but as it exists within you. Bad company does not just delay your progress. It can redirect your entire life onto a path that was never meant for you. The wrong people can plant seeds of doubt in your mind, discourage your ambitions, and keep you trapped in cycles of negativity. They may not always do this intentionally, but their energy, their mindset, and their habits influence you more than you realize. If you wish to rise, you cannot afford to be weighed down by those who do not see your potential. Choosing solitude is not a rejection of others, it is a commitment to yourself. The truth is, when you learn to enjoy your own company, you become selective about who you allow into your space. You no longer tolerate relationships that drain you, conversations that diminish you, or environments that do not inspire growth. You stop seeking validation from the outside and begin cultivating inner peace. And when the right people come along, those who truly align with your energy, you will recognize them not from a place of desperation, but from a place of wholeness. Until then, walk alone if you must, for solitude will serve you far better than bad company ever will. Your light is your essence, your energy, your vision, your unique presence in this world. It is the radiance of your dreams, the fire of your ambitions, and the power of your authenticity. But not everyone will celebrate your light. Some will try to dim it, not because they lack their own, but because they have chosen to live in darkness. They may criticize, belittle, or undermine you, not out of wisdom, but out of their own fears and insecurities. When you recognize such people in your life, you must have the courage to walk away. There are those who find comfort in limitation, who cannot stand to see someone rise beyond what they have accepted for themselves. They will disguise their doubts as advice, their jealousy as concern, and their fear as logic. Be realistic, they will say. Don't aim too high, but what they truly mean is, stay where I can recognize you. Do not outgrow me. Do not remind me of what I have refused to pursue. Your light does not threaten those who are secure in their own. It only unsettles those who have chosen to live in the shadows. You were not given your dreams and aspirations just to dim them for the comfort of others. True relationships, whether friendships, partnerships, or family connections, should inspire growth, not suppress it. The right people will encourage you to shine brighter, to think bigger, to step boldly into your purpose. They will celebrate your success, not compete with it. But the wrong ones will drain your energy, fill your mind with doubt, and make you second-guess your path. If someone's presence in your life makes you feel smaller, less capable, or unworthy, they are not meant to walk with you. Walking away does not mean you hate them or wish them harm. It simply means you refuse to shrink yourself to fit into spaces that no longer align with your growth. It means valuing your peace more than forced connections, your purpose more than approval, and your self-respect more than the fear of being alone. Do not waste time trying to convince people of your worth or make them see your vision. The right people will recognize your light without needing explanation. So protect your energy, guard your dreams. Be unapologetic about your growth. If someone cannot handle the brightness of your light, let them look away. But never, under any circumstance, dim yourself to make them comfortable. Walk away if you must, because those who are truly meant to walk with you will never ask you to be less than you are. The world does not need more people who shrink themselves for the comfort of others. It needs those who stand boldly in their light, who walk confidently in their purpose, and who refuse to settle for anything less than what they are capable of becoming. Do not waste your life seeking validation from those who cannot see your worth. Do not allow fear to keep you in places that no longer serve you. And above all, do not dim your light to make others comfortable. Choose your company wisely, guard your energy fiercely, and trust that walking away from what no longer aligns with you is not a loss. It is a step toward everything meant for you. When you let go of the wrong people, you make space for the right ones. When you stop chasing approval, you step into your true power. And when you honor your light, the universe responds in kind, guiding you toward the life you were always meant to live. So stand tall, walk forward, and never forget, your energy is sacred, your dreams are valid, and your light was never meant to be dimmed.